Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Learn more at labrunerie.com or by calling 573-449-5313. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, August the 14th. You know what we're going to do today? We're going to talk trash. Doesn't that sound?
Yeah.
It sounds really risque, doesn't it?
Who do you want to talk about?
Barbara Buffaloe is here with us. We're going to talk trash with Barbara Buffaloe. Literally.
Literally trash.
Trash.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Or maybe things that you think of as trash that are not trash, and you could put them into recycling.
Oh, so many things. You know, years ago, I recycle everything now.
I don't believe
But,
it. You live in the country. You probably burn it.
I know. I recycle everything.
All right.
Because we're fortunate enough that we have one of those big bins down in Harrisburg.
Oh, does it?
So,
yes.
Yeah. So I recycle everything, and about every 2 weeks or so, load up my pickup truck and take it down and recycle down there.
Thank you to go to the drop-off container recycling. Yeah.
But anyway, what I started to say was, years and years ago, 30 years ago, before we really had the recycling. When did recycling start here in Columbia?
It's
About
been a
30
while.
years or so.
Yeah.
I remember trash bags out on the street side that just totally filled up.
Yeah.
Now, hardly put any trash out at all because most of it can be recycled.
That's true. That's true. And a reminder, when you talk about going to those drop-off containers, I'm sure, that they're dual stream.
Right.
Right? So there's a fiber side and there's a container side. A lot of times I know, especially we have turnover, this is about the time for turnover in our population, lots of new students coming in or new faculty coming in or just new Columbians coming in. We have dual stream, which means that I want you to put your containers, like your plastic bottles, your tin cans, all of that, into those blue bags.
That's it. Now, if you live in the city of Columbia.
Correct.
Or if you go to
or if you go to any of those drop-offs. If you're new to the city, you can contact us, 874-CITY, about getting vouchers to get free blue bags.
Okay.
And then, but everything that's a fiber, so that's your junk mail, your magazines, your newspaper, your cardboard, put that in a paper bag or a cardboard box when you put it out, or put it in the dual stream. The reason why is that we have people that sort all of our recycling, but they sort from two different lines. So if you put your fiber containers in those blue bags, it might not get recycled because that's on a whole other side of our material recovery facility.
Away.
It's more of it gets contaminated with other things and can get lost. Our guys try as hard as they can to make sure that everything that goes to our facility for recycling is recycled, but it makes it a lot easier if we make sure we put it in the right container.
Okay, so if you take just a little extra effort and make sure that you're putting the
right material in the right container.
Bags, okay? And if you go and recycle in those big bins like I do, make sure that you put the paper in the paper side and the plastic and the cans in that side.
Yeah, and and I encourage everyone too, like if you have questions, we have maps for the different container locations on our website at como.gov. We also have an app for the phone, Como Recycle and Trash.
You got a trash app?
We got a trash app. My recycling guy will say we have a recycling app, Paul. Okay. It happens to mention trash.
What does the trash app do?
The trash app is really, you should really stop saying that.
Okay, the recycling
The Como
app.
Recycle and Trash app.
Yeah.
Go to iTunes or whatever and get the apps for your Google or your iPhone. And what you want to do for there is you can enter your location, and it tells you both when your recycling day is. It will send you notifications if something changes.
Yeah.
For instance, what's going on
on the
eclipse?
The eclipse day. Everything's changing.
Right. So on the eclipse day, you'll get a notification that actually we're starting earlier that day. Commercial starts at 3 a.m. and trash is starting at 5 a.m. pickup because we don't want to have a lot of congestion during totality. Which I don't know if I'm ever going to say totality after today, but one of the things that the app will also do for you, it has this really cool feature called Waste Wizard. And we have this on como.gov as well. If you look for Waste Wizard, you can enter anything that you want to recycle, and it will tell you whether or not it goes in the fiber bag, the blue bag, or if there's somewhere else in town that will collect that object or that material that maybe doesn't go into our stream.
Yeah. Now, if you have an old computer screen or an old television, you can't recycle that on the curb, can you?
Correct. So those are electronic waste, and we would really enter that into the Waste Wizard, and it will tell you all the different collection sites in mid-Missouri where you can take that back and they will recycle it.
Okay.
Rather than throwing it away.
But you don't, the city doesn't recycle old TVs, do
Correct.
they?
So we usually have an electronic waste event, a few times a year, and we partner with Mid-Missouri Solid Waste Management District for those. There's also other ones throughout Missouri, but there's a few locations in town that will actually collect those. They might have a small fee for certain types of items, like CRT monitors,
Right.
but the rest then they can just break down to recycle so it doesn't go into our landfill.
So don't throw it away. The other thing you need to keep in mind is if you're discarding like an old weed eater,
right?
you want to make sure that
There's none of the hazard,
that the gas is out of there.
Right, gas and oil, we don't want that in. That's a hazardous waste. We have a hazardous waste collection,
Yes.
HHW.
The first and third.
Yeah, get it.
First and third Saturdays of the month, right?
Yes,
Through November.
Correct.
And with that, you will take batteries,
Paint, oil, anything that is not supposed to go into the landfill.
Why are batteries not supposed to go into the landfill?
Well, as they break down, we don't want any of those contaminants to leach into our ground. And that from there, even though we have protections in place, we don't want any risk of having anything going into our groundwater because that's the water our kids and ourselves drink.
Yeah. So don't throw the batteries in the trash. Save them for household hazardous waste.
That's correct. And there's also other, the Waste Wizard app, you can also find other locations that might take back some of those things, like Best Buys or Targets that have some recycling drop-offs for some of those event materials.
It used to be, do you take the Slick magazine covers too?
In our fiber containers,
In the fiber containers.
Right.
But it used to be, years ago, I remember, they didn't want the Slick magazine.
Well, back in the day, Paul, no.
Okay, but now you can recycle the Slick magazines.
Right. It was kind of like, when we first started, we asked everyone to almost run everything through the dishwasher. And now we know that we want you we want to make it as easy as possible.
You know what I used to do also, and maybe I don't have to do that anymore, but when you get your...
rip the envelope out of the...
Yeah, the envelope. I used to take out the little cellophane out of the plastic. Should you take those out?
You can go ahead and put that in the fiber. It's okay.
So that'll go in okay.
But one thing I was thinking of too, we're also at the time of year where we're having lots of people move in and move out. And I still want to encourage people, think about whether or not you really need to consume something before you think about whether or not it's recyclable. And then next, if you do have to get rid of something, what about if it's reusable or you can sell it? So right now is a perfect time, to get in touch with Craigslist, your Salvation Armies, rather than just throwing things out.
Try to recycle or give it away.
Exactly.
Give it away.
Let's try to be good with our stuff and our consumption.
We're out of time, Barb. If people want more information, how do they get in touch with you?
Check out como.gov. Sustainability has its page.
Okay, and you can get that free trash app.
Como Recycle and Trash.
Como, Recycle, and Trash. Barbara Buffaloe, it's always a pleasure having you here.
Happy Monday.
All right, happy Monday to you too. Tomorrow we're going to talk about equality and civility and the Food Fest on Solar Eclipse Day. If there's something you'd like to hear or see, drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Have yourself a nice day and be nice to each other.